Hey YouTube, Youngevity Scam. Yeah. Um, there's a couple of points I want to make about that assertion. Um, Number one, there's a lot of people out there that associate MLM or network marketing business with a scam. Okay, because there have been so many scams out there. All right. I mean, you can't really blame them for just on its face thinking an MLM marketing company might be, all about the money and just trying to get your money so they can pay somebody else and so on and so forth. If you have a quality product that you exchange for quality goods, it's not a scam. It's just an alternate way to move your product. And quite frankly, you're gonna have a more loyal customer base if you get paid for using the product, right? Um, Now, here's the thing about that. Sure, if you're talking to somebody and you start talking about, hey, I can cure your diabetes in 3 days or 3 months or whatever it is, and they don't have a clue really anything about longevity yet. You're not wearing your fancy stethoscope, that makes you all important and everything. Um, they're gonna look at you like you got three necks, man. That's what's gonna happen. And then they're gonna assume that you are trying to scam them because they're thinking you're blowing horse manure up their patootie, and that's as far as it's gonna go. All right. If you want to talk to someone about the business, sure, explain to them it's a networking business or a multi-level marketing business, but don't get into all the details. You kind of work that in later. Um, but here's the main point that you know I wanted to make about the longevity scam thing out there. If you look at anyone on the interwebs that has something about longevity being a scam, they've got skin in the game. They've got skin in the game. It's it's like a duh. Anybody that can look at that and not understand that they've got ulterior motives and that's putting it nicely. Um, you know, just doesn't get it, never will get it, because it's a simple conclusion to come to when you read something that says one company is a scam and they work for another company that's a competitor. Hello. Um, and Dr. Glidden, or Doc Holliday, as I call him, nobody gets the point across like Dr. Glidden does, as far as I'm concerned. He's the reason that I, decided to get into longevity. I really, I like the no lack of political correctness and trying to pussyfoot around the subject. I mean, it is what it is. This is a great product. Everyone should have access to this type of product to get healthy instead of going to the doctors and getting more and more drugs chunked down their throat or whatever. Now, anyone that can look at Dr. Wallach's track record, his accomplishments over the years, his mind-blowing testimonies and results, the fact that he sued the FDA 8 times, won 7. The only reason he didn't win 8 is because the FDA, the big bad wolf of big pharma, um, you know, tucked its tails between its legs and withdrew its I don't know, what you call it, but they withdrew basically. That's pretty strong. It's pretty strong when you can send the FDA trotting off. The the fact that he's got a book in the Smithsonian Institute, all right, the fact he's been nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize, and then you take, like I said, the mind-blowing, jaw-dropping results and testimonials from one right after another, after another, after another, after another. It's, you can't come away from all of that and think that Youngevity is a scam. All right. Clemson University just basically came out with, so, and you know what? The Clemson University study should put all of this to bed. It really should. I mean, my grandfather has a saying for folks that can look at all that and still walk away thinking it's a scam. Okay? Somewhere in the state of Louisiana, there's a swamp. It's got a stump in it that's got more sense than those folks. That's a pretty good analogy, metaphor, if you will. Hat tip, Dr. Glidden. And if anybody tells you, I mean, all of this stuff is easily gotten a hold of. I mean, you can do a Google search. You can, go to, what is that, PubMed, tinker around on there for a little while, and you'll, look at the products, look at the science behind medical nutrition. Okay, it's out there, and it's very, very strong. So if anybody, if you're trying to work the business and anybody tells you it's a scam, throw that at them. And if that doesn't work, I'd like to have a conversation with them. Okay? Night, YouTube.